Hello everyone, I'm Batman, about who plays scary games. In today's video, we're gonna see how to mix animations from Mixamo in Unity. We're gonna get two different animations and we're gonna mix them using the Unity's own animation system. This is a function that I've used a couple of times when I was making my own games, so it could actually be helpful to you guys. This video will be put inside a series of videos covering Unity tips and tricks, which could actually help you in your game dev journey. I've published my own retro psychological horror game called Fractured Psyche. If you're into this stuff, you can actually check it out with the link in the description. It's available both on Windows and Android. With all that being said, let's put on the mask and begin. So I have this model here that I'm gonna experiment on, and it is Batman's model that I've downloaded from one of my old videos. And yeah, we're gonna rig this and give it multiple animations and mix the animations inside Unity. We can remove this, then we're gonna open up Mixamo, and we're gonna upload our Batman in here. So I'm gonna select my Batman and right click on it, show in Explorer. So this is my Batman's model. So upload a character. I'm gonna drag and drop my Batman model in here. It is rigged. I no longer have to rig it manually again in here. So we're gonna wait until it loads. As you see, it loaded the model perfectly and we don't have to rig it because it already has a rig. Then we say next and the model is added in here. We need two animations. So what two animations are okay? I think I need an idle animation. This idle is okay. This way, we put sway at 0. So it is an idle animation. We're gonna download it for FPX for Unity. 30 frames is okay. And I'm gonna download it. So this one's downloaded. We need another animation, for example. So after searching, I think this one's okay to mix with the idle animation. So we're gonna download it again and wait for it to download, then go inside Unity and do the magic. So this is downloaded as well. We can go inside Unity. I'm gonna create a folder. I'm gonna call it Mixamo _mix. So mixing from Mixamo. So I've added them inside here. This one is waving. This one is idle. What we're gonna do is we're gonna select this idle. We're gonna go to this animation type. We're gonna put it on generic. This one has to be generic. Then we put the avatar definition to create from this model. And the root node is the hips. So we choose the hips. You see? If you rig in Mixamo, you're gonna have something like hips, which is the center of the model. So we make that one the root node and we apply it with these settings. Then we're gonna go to waving, again on generic. We're gonna this time put it on copy from other avatar. So we do it and it needs an avatar. So to give it the avatar, you can click on the circle to find your model. But if you don't have it, no worries, you can just open this idle. You see this avatar here. You can drag and drop this avatar inside here. You can just get its name and click on this circle and just search it up here. Idle avatar, which is this one. Now that it's added, you can click on this apply. So the avatar is given to this one as well. So what we're gonna do now is when you say copy create from this model, you're gonna give this one an animator controller, which actually doesn't matter because you can actually give it yourself. But let's add this Batman inside our game. I don't know where the camera's facing, so this way I think. No, it is not. Yeah, this is where the camera is looking at. So we're gonna make Batman rotate this way, which is 90 degrees this way. So he is looking at us, not at us, but our way. So the model is added. I'm gonna unpack it from being a prefab. You guys can't do it because I don't want it to be a prefab. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to idle. It has an animator controller. It needs an animator controller, so you can right click here, create, go to animation. I'm using Unity 6.3 LTS, but it is kind of similar in other versions as well, so no worry on that. So we say animation, we add an animation controller, animator controller, we add an animator controller. I'm gonna call it Batman mix. You can name it whatever you want. I'm gonna select the idle again, this model. I'm gonna give it the animator controller. What we want to do now is when you select your model and you go to animation, it doesn't have an animation yet. And when you double click on your animator controller to open the animator controller, you still don't have an animation, which is kind of okay and logical because we didn't give it an animation. So what we want to do is we're gonna select the idle. We're gonna click on this one to open all the animations. It has one animation here, the animation we want. You can preview it to be sure. If you don't have this one, you can just click on this and it opens this animation tab. You can click on this one and see the animation. You see, this is the animation we want, so we can just select this one. So I want this animation outside of this idle model. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a duplicate out of this animation. Again, I say I want to have another version of this animation which is not connected to this model. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duplicate this animation. Well, how do you duplicate? You can hold Control on your keyboard and press D. So by doing that, my animation is duplicated now. And I can just give it to this model so it has this animation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rename it to idle underline animation. You can open up our animator controller and give this animation to it. You can double click on your animator, or you can just select your model and go to your animator tab. If you don't have the animator tab or the animation tab, no worries, you can click on window in here, go to animation, and this is the animation tab and this is the animator tab. And when you click on animation, it's going to be something like this. It should open up in the middle. What you're going to do is you can just drag it and drop it here, so you have it down here or up here, anywhere you feel okay. I usually put it down here, so I'm going to be putting it down here. So you have the animation in here and the animator tab up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop my animation that I've duplicated into this animator. Now when I select this idle and go to this animation, I have an animation in here which I can actually edit and do whatever I want with it. Now we can go ahead and check the animation out. As you see, the model had the root Q and root T, which made it go that way. We can just delete these two properties and we can move it around. The reason it went there was because these two keyframes, key points here, properties that we had inside our animation, and I just selected them and I deleted them so the animation wouldn't control the whole model's position. Now I can put it anywhere I want and I can just run the animation. So right now it is in front of the camera. As you see, it runs the animation. You can go ahead and check this section out. So as you see, it is running the animation, which is completely fine, but the thing we want is not this. We want to mix two animations. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna again go inside waving and kind of do the same thing for this animation. So open it, find the animation, check it in here to see if it is actually the animation you want. It is. So I'm gonna duplicate it, Control D. It is duplicated now. We can rename it to waving animation or anything you want. I'm gonna kind of name it like this. You're gonna go inside animation. You see these keyframes. What you're gonna do is you're gonna double click on waving animation and it's gonna open up the animation for you. And it's not gonna preview anything because you're inside it. So again, I say you double click on the animation you want to add to the mix. You see these two values for this model that actually affected its transform and put it at that side of the screen. So I'm going to remove these. So I'm going to select both of them, right click, remove properties. And that is not going to affect anything on the animation. It just affected the model's position and would just put it in the wrong spot. So I just remove those properties. Again, I say I double click on the animation. I open up this animation keyframes. I can select all of them by pressing Control A. And so I'm going to copy all these keyframes. How do you copy all these keyframes? You're going to hold Control, press C. So Control C is copy. I did it now. I'm going to go to this idle animation. So I'm going to select my model on the idle animation. I'm going to open up the animation, select my model. When you select your model inside the animation tab, you see this idle animation and it is going to run because it is attached to our model. How do we add those keyframes of that waving animation inside here? I'm going to go like at second 8 and I'm going to press Control V. which is gonna add those keyframes inside this one. As you see, it transitions to that one. So, and you can just, select it and move it a little bit here, so it is kind of connected. But as you see, if you make it too close to each other, the two keyframes, it's gonna have some jump. But if you make the distance, more, you see, it transitions to that one better. But the thing is, you see on this model, it is gonna move a little. You see, it is moving a little, then it's running the animation. So this actually means the animation is affecting the position, and the position is different from this one. I think it is for the hips, this animation, and not for hips rotation, for the position of the hips. So as you see, I think if I select all of these and just delete all of them, we don't have any movement. You see, we just see leg moving, and that was all because of the keyframes for the hips. So if you don't want any hips movement, and if your model is not moving in the animation, you don't need this hips position. So you can select all of these keyframes only in the hips position. Don't worry if the above ones are selected. The above ones are the all keyframes. If you delete these down, those up won't get affected, no worries. So we selected all of the keyframes for the hips position. What we're gonna do is we're gonna delete all of them. So right click, delete keys, and all the hip keys are deleted. Now our model has this animation, as you see. And then it's gonna transition to that waving animation. So that is how to mix animations, not how to make it a loop. If you want to make it a loop, I'll make another video in the near future, and I'm gonna show you how to do it inside the Animator and put two different animations inside it and just loop between them. This one's only for one animation, how to mix it in some conditions. This is actually helpful, and I've used it a lot of times. And yeah, that is how you make some animations. You can just move the keyframes around for a smoother animation, or if you want to don't have transition like a lot, you can move it a little bit closer. So this is okay. But this one, as you see, moves the legs so fast, which is not natural. So you can put it on 8. I think 8 is okay. So that was how to mix animations from Mixamo inside Unity. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like would be very amazing. You can subscribe to see more contents like this. You can tell me in the comments anything you want to suggest, anything you want to mention, anything you want to recommend. You can ask anything or tell anything in the comment section below. I would be very happy to answer it. I try all my best to answer all the comments. If you guys don't see your comments answered, it is because YouTube just didn't show me that comment, because I usually go inside my YouTube studio and answer all the questions inside there. So if your comment is not answered, sorry for it. It is because YouTube just didn't show me. Thank you guys for all your support. We've just hit 700 subscribers, which is amazing. I'm gonna create a post on it, and thank you guys on that as well. Thank you so much for all your support again. Hope all the very best for you, and I'll see you in the next video.